Hey and welcome everybody to some more Let's Stream Sid Meier's Civilization 4 Colonization. I haven't streamed this one in a while, but I've kind of been in the mood to play it, and since my last few videos of me streaming Colonization seem to be getting a weird amount of views over time, I thought I'd play some more. Apparently I'm like the only guy who plays this game, which is funny because I think this game is really, really good. It's just I don't often play it balls hard, and that's part of what makes it so fun. So let's just go random later. Actually, I want to do game comes with a Western Hemisphere scenario, and I thought that looked really interesting. And I haven't played with that very much, so we're just going to be going random. Explorer difficulty is pretty standard. Even then, this game is like really hard. There's so many different ways to play this. Like, it seems like it's just this little mini game kind of game when you play it at first, but you start to really realize the complexity of it. Okay, we're George Washington of the English colonies, so we're disciplined and tolerant rather. Tolerant is the ability that all the English settlers get, where you require less crosses to be produced before people will come to your colonies for free from Europe. And disciplined is the ability of George Washington, where we can arm our troops with half of the weapons. So it's much easier to muster up a militia. The English are kind of jack of all trades in this game. Unfortunately, they start with the worst settlers. So we don't have any special settlers going into this. And that is the Cherokee? Apache. Now, the Apache are impressionable and indulgent. I believe impressionable is a good trait for us. Where's the Civipedia in this game? Leaders. We're looking for the leader of the Apache. Who is this guy? Impressionable means we get double the amount of conversion rate from him if we bring our religion to him. It also means that his people have the Grenadier promotion, which is they're better at attacking settlements, which doesn't mean I don't want to mess with this guy. He can attack us pretty well. He's also indulgent, which means it costs far less to purchase land from him, which is nice. And he also is good against mounted units. Okay, so this guy is a master of war, but he's also very tolerant. So that's good. Well, here's a river. A lot of sugar here. And there's fish right here, so this might actually be a decent place to settle. Let's see, get a little more vision there. Oh yeah, I can get a lot of sugar here. I can start producing rum and selling it to England. Yeah, that works. Okay, I'll have the soldier settle the city. Since you're a band of nomads, I welcome you to partake in the land around you. Thank you. Thanks, neighbor! Oh, they have another city down there. Might want to produce a lot of liberty early on to get some early founding fathers, and also to kind of, you know, push my borders larger, because we're kind of boxed in. An early dock would be nice to get more fish out of that, but I think an early church would be even nicer. I want to really boom the population early, especially because I'm England, and England has that religion bonus. So we want to get a church to make the most out of that, so I'll tell the Caravel to go back to Europe. As for you, I want to make the most out of this sugar. So we're going to start improving that. We're automatically getting tobacco from our city, which is good. Let's set up our exports and imports right away. We definitely want to import food from other cities that don't have a need for it, so we can have all the excess go to one city and be booming our population faster that way. Well, we're getting tobacco, so when it comes to resources we can work like that, I like to export when we have more than 20 in storage. And as for produced goods, I always want to sell all of that. I also want to import all I can of that, so that inland cities we make will automatically know to move all the goods to a coastal city so the ships can pick it up and take it to Europe. And we are working on, we need to build that church as fast as possible, so we'll get him cutting wood so we have building material. You can start on a farm so we can get more sugar out of that marsh. We'll be using that sugar to make rum, and we'll be using the tobacco to roll cigars. Both of them are good selling items for Europe. Looks like an ore miner already wants to come, and we can use some gold to hurry a seasoned scout if we had a little bit more money, so we're gonna wait for that. That scout's gonna be major for meeting the natives, and for finding land, of course. And just some more Apaches. Okay. Is that the French? Oh, we met the French. I'm a little bit worried. This is the more militaristic of the two French leaders. The French tend to broker a lot of... Oh, he wants open borders already? Sure. The French tend to want to broker a lot of deals with the natives. And we can get you in the in the carpenter shop now, using up that wood we've been gathering to build quicker. Now, we have an export ore miner, which we don't have much use for, as we are not collecting any ore, but I can have him in the city just doing odd jobs for now. And you might as well... Is there anything to really pick up? No? Okay. You might as well sail back to Europe. Hey you, spare guy? We have some excess food for a while, so I'm gonna have him on rolling cigars to sell to Europe. Oh, thank you. The Apaches like us enough that they just gifted us a little bit of extra tobacco. Hey, Diaphanous, Frozen Water, and Shadowbolt. Let's keep an eye on this food. I want to make sure it doesn't go too low. There we go. We got a Master Carpenter, which will really help us build fast. And we can use that Seasoned Scout as well. Okay, we can do 2 more turns of that. And now we're gonna have to get him on food. Scout, you can get exploring and meeting up with the natives. And Carpenter, you can join the town. Load up all the cigars we made, so 18 cigars. That'll make us a little bit of money, and sail back to Europe. So we're actually off to a decent start. Carpenter, you can be in the carpentry shop. Oops, and I want the free guy there. Okay, we are now producing much faster. In fact, in 3 turns we'll have a church. And we can start really getting our population up. Okay, so we met with the natives here. They gave us some treasure, because they're nice. We'll have that wait around in Jamestown. And they can teach us how to be expert farmers. That's very useful. We now have a farm on where that marsh is, so we can get more sugar out of that for making rum. And I'd like that pioneer to start going over to the woods. I want to make a cabin there. And we can quickly make a dock, yeah. More food is even better, so... I made quite a bit of money off those cigars. I want an expert cigar roller when I get the chance. And we'll have that loot wait there for us. Diaphanous bought this game last week. This game is really good. It's an underrated game. Not many people seem to know it. Okay, I'll have the Carpenter go in the church and drum up some religious unrest to get more population in, while I start to stock up on wood some more for the Carpenter. And let's get a lodge in the woods there, which helps us more efficiently collect wood for building supplies. Indentured Servant can join the city, as I can have him. Yeah, I can have him farm for sugar. Actually, could I have him... Are Indentured Servants able to learn from natives? Because I'd like to have him as an expert farmer to help us get food. We've got spare tobacco we don't need, so I'll send that back to Europe. Tobacco's obviously not worth as much as cigars, but every little bit of money helps. Okay, they can teach us how to be an expert tobacco planter over here, which we don't really need right now, but, you know, it helps. How's the religious unrest going? We're getting 4 per turn, so in 3 turns we'd be able to... I kind of want to put you back on carpentry, and I'll have you drum up civil unrest, or religious unrest, and you can learn how to be... Good. I am honored. Okay, he'll spend a few years there learning how to be a master farmer. Yeah, it's $10 to get, God, Civ sales are amazing. And how much am I making a turn on that again? 4? Okay. Sweet, we've got a dock, so we can get more food out of the water now. It's easier to fish. And I want a printing press. It makes it so we can have a lot more rebel sentiment come out of the town, a lot more liberty. In fact, we're gonna start producing some liberty, because I haven't been doing that yet, and I like to do that a lot earlier. Now that our population's gonna be really booming, I can afford to do that. I like to have more cities by now, usually, like 2 cities by now, but we're kind of boxed in. Not really much use of money for us right now. Yeah, you guys, keep working on that in religion. We have just enough food to feed everybody. Master Gunsmith, actually, you can help with the liberty. Yeah, with the liberty. I want a lot of liberty, and I want a lot of religious unrest. Yes, decreased travel time to Europe. Met another one, he's also impressionable. Good. And we now have an expert farmer. Our border's now expanding, and we have an Elder Statesman. He is fantastic. Elder Statesmen are more effective when producing liberty. That's exactly what we needed right now. You see, our border is expanding now that we're producing so much liberty. World map for world map? No, that usually just means that you have less of a world map than me. I don't want to teach you everything I know. Okay, that's a lot of spare food, actually. That's good. We've got a huge first city. Alright, that's done now. What do we want to do? Go down there. This is good, this is good. You can actually be rolling cigars, so we have some actual produce. And you can build a farm there. Another master carpenter. An indentured servant. It's almost time that we start really expanding out. In fact, how much would it cost us to get another boat? Just to get another caravel? Okay. I'm just getting a cheap caravel for 1,000 gold, and I'm gonna have that start exploring the seas. And you explore. This is good. This is very good. We're doing fantastic. Expert fisherman would be nice, though. And, in fact, we do need some more, oh, what if I turned into a missionary? Yeah, we don't need you, then. In fact, I'd like to start converting some of the natives. Probably should have started doing that earlier. There's so much to remember in this game. Ooh, that is good. Especially in the long run, but I'm gonna hold off on that for now. There we go. That tribe is now converted, and every once in a while, they will give us converted natives. Looks like the Sioux like us. And you know what? You can also become a missionary. That is very good. Extra movement for all of our trade ships. Yes? Oh, what's this? Yes. Yes, anything that helps you explore faster is very good. Wow. Look at the way he's exploring. Is that Dutch land? Oh, looks like the Dutch are in the northern hemisphere then. Okay, so both of the camps around me are converted. He wants me to pay a lump sum of gold. Sure, I don't want to piss off the king yet. Although... yeah, it's cheap for a cannon. I kind of wish he explored a little bit down here more. I want to start expanding inland. Okay, well, if we're gonna have this much sugar, you might as well start making rum. And also, we've got quite a bit of wood now. So let's move things around a little bit. That'll be good for now. Actually, you're a gunsmith. You don't need to be there. You... yeah. Okay, that'll do. Losing food, but we can keep an eye on that and make sure we don't mess anything up. This would be a good place for a city. Is that French ground? Looks like they're just south of us. There's Montreal. Oh, hey, Jensi, I didn't know this was your second favorite game. This game's awesome. Got our new cannon. Now, would I have to pay to settle here? Oh, you're not asking for very much, actually. Yeah, I'll settle that. And we can go ahead and set the exports on this. Export everything. Yeah. Defensive pact, sure. Don't know why they offered it, but they just do sometimes. It's probably a good idea to get myself some cannons, now that they might start to think my expansion is threatening to their lifestyle. You still have enough wood left. Keep working on that printing press. In fact, it's one turn, so I can now hurry it with gold so that I don't need to use tools. So what are the main new features in Colonization? It's not a Civilization game. It's called Civilization, but that's just because it uses the Civ engine. It's a remake of Sid Meier's Colonization that was made back in, like, 1989. So, it's not like saying there are new features in it, it's a completely different game. What do I want right now? A lumber mill would be kinda nice, but honestly, just more liberty is always good. Well, I'm gonna start expanding inland more. You might as well make a stockade now for a little bit of defense, just in case they get militant. Okay, you need to get back on collecting wood for now. In fact, as much as I'm loving this liberty, I think I'd love this a little more. And we've got a lot of extra sugar right now. You can collect food. Do I have use of that? You know, I could use it just as a regular person for now. Yes. Anytime you can spend less money to anytime you can spend less money to recruit people in Europe, you should get it. There we go, we have our stockades to help protect the city. A fort would also be nice. Dry dock would mean more food, but a lumber mill unlocks a lot of important things for us. I do eventually want the armory upgrade that gives us free weapons if you have an armory. I think a lumber mill will do right now. Also, we do need an expert... What is it? We need a lumberjack. Badly, in fact. Yeah, you can get them fairly cheap now. I'll get 2 of them. You can be collecting the wood because you're better at that. There. Oh my god, all the people talking to me. And you go on food.
Yes, go. Your Excellency. What is it, my lord?
Okay, you collect wood. Now we're making tons of wood, in fact, more than we can use. So you can help use it. This is perfect. And you need to go on sugar, which means you can go on food for now. Okay. Any releases you're looking forward to, Madrai? The new expansion for Civilization 5. Don't know if that counts. Madrai, have the natives natives ever destroyed all your cities? No, but they've come close before. Sometimes they're really militant. Okay, we're producing very quickly now. And we're also making a lot of money. Yes, the lumberjacks. The Aztecs. You just keep on exploring. We've explored almost all of South America. Yes, Ben Franklin, I want that. No, I have not heard of any mod for colonization. Have you on food, which is more food, and then there. High production. World map for world map? Sure, because you probably have Northern Hemisphere. Yeah, you knew nothing compared to me.
What is it, my lord?
You can become a missionary. Go convert them. You... I could settle up here somewhere. Settling right there wouldn't be bad. Hey, Nitro Gunner. Sorry, I'm not able to concentrate on the chat as much as I would normally like to, just because this game really requires full attention. Wagon train is done. Good, get a stockade. And you can go ahead and bring tools back. And a servant, which we're going to make into a missionary. In fact, we can make that servant into a pioneer, which is exactly what I want. There you go, you're my pioneer. Pioneers are this game's equivalent to workers. And he's going to start making the road between them so our carts can go faster. How much would it cost to buy this land? God, they do not charge much. The land is basically free. They want guns. I'll convert you. There we go. Stockade done. Good. They are less likely to go to war with you if you have stockades. Another wagon train actually would not be bad. What are my natural resources here? I'm getting a lot of tobacco and I can get a lot more if I want to. I think I'm gonna focus on that then for this city. We'll have that get a tobacconist shop. That'll be its main export. And we can go ahead and set your exports as well. Actually, you know what? We're not going to do that quite yet, because it's coastal and I don't want it to distract my caravel at the moment. Is that Africa you're colonizing? No, we're in South America right now. Yeah, come from the east. See? South America, North America. They had to kind of slant it in a weird way for it to all fit in the game map. Oh, here we go. We can just... can only hear the bit of... yeah. But if I set it to the exact same building that I was building, which is the... here it is, lumber mill. I can pay a measly amount of money, and instead of using tools, it'll just use money. So we can get that early. And you need to keep exploring, because we have open borders. Apparently, France has been right below us the whole time, or at least New France. Let's get that warehouse built. Yeah, New France is right there. It's just Quebec and Montreal. Which is funny, because the leader they picked is not the founder of Quebec. But whatever. What do you think of Pirates? Sid Meier's Pirates is awesome, both the original and the remake, but especially the remake. The remake was fantastic. Okay, we need a newspaper stand because I want to be pumping out more Liberty than I already am. I really... uh-oh. Ah, the Apache declared war on me! What's their problem with me? Come on. Okay, you declared war. Do we have any guns here? No, we don't have guns here. They're gonna overrun the city. Great. There's nowhere you can go to get out of Danger's Way, so you're just gonna have to get as close to out of Danger's Way as possible. Now, we have a cannon protecting this city, so it should be decently safe. Seasoned Scout, I'm gonna need you for this. And don't go in the woods, because that's where they specialize. They already took out that city, we're gonna have losses. All the free colonists, all the more expendable people, take up arms. We have enough guns for 2 of you. Get the militia ready and defending. Good thing we got that stockade up. That'll help us with defending the settlement. If we lose Plymouth, it's not a huge loss, but Jamestown we cannot afford to lose. Oh good, they didn't go for you? Oh, the French have been giving them horses. Great. You get in the city and protect yourself. Oh, they took out Jamestown. Or no, they didn't take out Jamestown, they took out whatever my other place was.
What is it, my lord?
Oops, that was a misclick. He's probably gonna die. Yeah, he died. Okay, you can join in the city then and help for now. Okay, this is rough. They're getting rid of our improvements too. King of England. I forgot to do this before, and I should have. I want to start hiring more soldiers and stuff from you. Yeah, veteran soldier and a cannon, bring them in. Man, and they were friends for so long, too, and then they take up arms. Okay, the city's pretty well protected. Increasing my tax rate right now? Okay, well, load up all the goods you can. Get all the cigars, extra sugar. Go back to Europe, we're gonna get more cannons. Okay. Get a cannon, and get the veteran. It's time to do some damage. Ooh, both of them died already. I'm getting unlucky this time. Yes! Free liberty for having a town hall. That's free liberty out of every city. Coco Crafter, don't be racist. Okay, well, you can help with rolling the extra tobacco. I don't think I'm gonna die, but this is really a setback. I really need more cannons. Oh my god, the king doesn't deem it necessary to protect New England right now? The hell? Okay, well, we got a new cannon and veteran soldier. Don't we have a defensive pact with the Tupi? Where are they in all of this? Jesus. France. My score is higher than yours. You wanna... What you'll do to... You have nothing to gain from that war? I can give you stuff. But I'm sure that won't convince you. No. Okay, well, pick up the cigars and extra tobacco and get back to Europe. We had to take out their cities. The soldiers alone can probably protect it. But, just in case... You know what? I'd rather take a militia with me. And leave the veteran to protect it. A cannon died at trying to attack. Okay, well, you guys can finish him. Still have another spare cannon. Oh, God. They had so many. Okay, we're gonna have to give this one another try. Oh, we did pretty good. We had a really good start, but Jesus, did that go downhill as soon as they declared war. It's my own fault. I really should have had more cannons. Usually I'm more on top of that, but this time I felt like they really liked me. But you never know when they're going to turn on you like that. Sometimes they're really good about just giving you their cities, and they're like super friendly and accommodating, and other times they just declare war out of nowhere. Alright, let's do this again. Western Hemisphere, random, and we're on Explore, which is kind of standard to difficulty, and this game's crazy hard, so... This time we are Dutch, and we are Peter, which is actually my favorite of the two Dutch leaders. We start with the Merchantman, which is a much better ship. It's the best merchant ship, either than the Galleon. So the Tupi are here this time. looks like their villages are in slightly different spots, but right here is a good spot anyway. We can do the same thing with rum.
Klaar voor actie? Wat is het plan?
New Amsterdam, which those of you might know nowadays as New York, because England took over New Amsterdam. Okay, let's start getting some liberty right away. You know what? Get liberty right away, and we're gonna start on the printing press right away. I'm gonna try a very different build this time. Merchantman will go back to the Netherlands. And we can start on a farm over here. Set up our trade. Madura, have you played Space, Pirates, and Zombies? Nope. Coco, just read the description. The description has the rule list. If someone says you broke the rules, just read the rules. Okay, import. That's right, set all those as imports as well. And maybe I should expand a little bit faster this time. Right, so, because I'm the Dutch team, my market prices back in England are more stable so that I'm less likely to crash the economy by overselling a certain good. And also, for being Peter, who is my favorite, yeah, you can remove that jungle. He gets 25% more production in every city, which is crazy good. Hold on, I just saw an annoying little... there, fixed it. Sorry. Yeah, let's get a scout right away. Now, how much percent your rebel sentiment is dependent on how much you're producing from that city, as well as how big the population is. So it's 25%, but there's only one settler living there, so it's not saying much. Oh, it's the same French guy. Great. Well, I guess he wasn't an asshole to me or anything. And you don't really have anything to take, so just sail back to Europe. At least he can reach Europe and get back on one turn each. That really speeds up trade. And our borders are already expanding. We can get ourselves a blacksmith, and I want an expert farmer as well, so we can really get the food going. Fur trader, master distiller would be useful for us, and a missionary. Spent a lot of money on that, but it's worth it. Want to start converting people early. The earlier you start converting them, the more they like you. Unless, of course, you fail a conversion. If you fail a conversion, they tend to kind of really not like you. Okay, the distiller can join. You know what, all of them can join for now. Except for you. You're gonna go convert. Yeah, he can get that. And... okay, so he's taking care of the food for everyone now. So I can start collecting wood. This is good, and we're now producing quite a bit of rum every turn, which you can now sell. We can start really making some money with Europe now. What's the last name of your leader? Maybe I know him. Does it say here? Peter, and I can't pronounce it, but you can see it there on the left side. There you go. Keep in mind, I don't know how important he is in Dutch history, just because this is New Netherlands, so the colonies never stayed. It's not exactly like George Washington where it formed a country. What about the other three? What? Red Dragon? Okay, we're trading really fast now with Europe. This is good. Hey, unnamed King of Netherlands. He wants money for his navy, sure. Speaking of money, now that you like me a little bit, he doesn't deem it necessary for me to have military right now. Great. I really should have at least one cannon. I'm completely undefended. He's the founder of New Amsterdam. And you see, that's why I say he probably doesn't matter a lot in the grand scheme of things, is because New Amsterdam is now New York. Yeah, let's get more farmers and lumberjacks. See, this is why the Dutch are probably the best beginner team in this game. A lot of people will say the English, but just the Dutch finances in this game is so important. Just how much money you can make, how quickly, and how reliable that money is so important to founding your colony.
Wat heeft u nodig? Tot uw dienst.
You can go ahead and join the city, you can join the city. This is good, we actually have much better founders for the city this time. Because all of our founding members now are like people who are really good at basic necessities like gathering wood and gathering food. It's the basic things that we need in early game. Cocoa Crafter says, I just have one question mark. I'm guessing question. How do you ban LOL? Random people come in here, half people don't even look at rules like me. How do you expect them to know that I have never heard a chat banning LOL? So goodbye and a nice day. Well, first of all, you're not in any trouble for saying LOL. It's not like we actually get you in trouble for saying LOL, it's just, it's a banned word, because we don't want to promote illiteracy here. Now that you've read the rules, what does it matter? But since you didn't spell correctly in almost anything else you said, and you're being a kind of a bitch about it, leave. Bye. No one wants you here. Everyone else thinks you're a douche now. You kind of shot yourself in the foot. I had no problem with you. Whatever. He probably already left. I'm sure he didn't bother hearing me out. Not like they often do. Alright, well, we can go ahead and get ourselves some military now. Will you give me a discount? Well, he'll give me a veteran soldier, which costs more than cannons, oddly enough, but to be fair, they are very powerful. There we go. Got ourselves a veteran soldier. In fact, we can actually have him in the city, being productive, and then just have him take up arms when he's ready to defend. Which is probably the best idea. Get the native expert fisherman. Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah. Next time we get a guy who is not particularly useful to us, I'll turn him into a native, or to an expert fisherman, because this city's bringing out... There we go. This city's putting out a large amount of food, and I could... If I make it like a food-producing powerhouse, I can really boom the population. Printing press is done, so we're now producing 50% more rebel sentiment, which is very good. See that? We're now making 4 instead of 3. It does round down. Hey chat, do me a favor. The 30th of this month, what day is that? Is that Sunday or is that Monday? I don't really need a dock right now. The food is fine. I should probably prioritize elsewhere. I will prioritize in a lumber mill. In fact, you know what? You can be on sugar planting for now. Sunday, according to my computer calendar. Thanks, Shadowbolt. Yep, Sunday. TNA's on right now. Believe me, guys, I've been trying to keep up with wrestling better than I normally do, because I know some of you guys really like hearing my opinions on it, but I always end up being busy whenever it's on. I've watched TNA a few times recently, I watched Raw a few times, I watched the ending of WWE Main Event the other night, which, by the way, the ending of WWE Main Event the other night was horrible. Usually I like WWE Main Event. It's like the WWE ECW, where it's only an hour long, but it's mostly wrestling. Yeah. Shuddering. Petty criminal. You know what I want him for? I'm gonna be making him into a fisherman. Oh yeah, I just thought, for context of those of you in the recorded video who don't see the chat, if you're wondering what I said Coco don't be racist about, is, right, you go over there, become a fisherman. What I was saying, Coco Planter don't be racist about, is, he called them Indians. Correct me if I'm wrong, this isn't fucking India. Don't call them Indians, it's not who they are. It's racist. And you see, it's not even like it's a racist joke, because I'm pretty thick-skinned about that. I find them funny often, but that's just like a serious racist misconception. That's not even someone, like, making a joke. That's just being racist, so that's not cool. So I give him a warning, it's like all confused and whatever. So now that we've got some money, we can get a master carpenter. There's an idea. I said in this game I was going to expand more, and I haven't been expanding at all. It's because there's so many villages around. Usually there aren't this many villages around like this. It's daunting, because they really could turn on me at any point, and the more cities I have, the better chance they're turning on me. Okay, you know, what does he think of me right now? Your way of life is threatening to ours. What can I do to get you to declare war on France? He doesn't want anything? Okay. Okay. Yeah, the Tupi people are generally very, non-aggressive, but you never know. This one wants guns, he wants horses, we don't know what he wants. I could trade with them and have them as an ally. They all want guns, though, and if I arm them with guns and then they turn on me, they're even more dangerous because they have guns. Why is there a carpenter? There. There. It's much better. That was unproductive. Guns plus horses equal mounted armored braves. Yeah, I don't want to mess with that. That's terrifying. It's great if you're France, though. Because if you're France and you have defensive pacts with natives with, like, really hardcore armaments, they can really help you when you declare independence. I can't produce my own guns yet, so I think what I'm gonna do is actually... Oh, wow, I need 8... Wow, horses are expensive in Europe right now. It'd be cheaper if I could just find a scout to hire and then take his horses. Okay, you can join the city. I don't need a pioneer right now. Free religion. Nah. See, that's more worth it if you're Spain, because with Spain you mass expand. Spain's all about taking out all of the natives and taking as much land as he damn well please. You know, what if I put you on something neutral? We're still yeah, okay. I'll put you on getting some extra rum for now. Help with the money. Because that rum does sell for a decent amount. Can almost afford the horses. Yes, I would very much like that. And we finally have that fisherman. Criminals take a long time to educate. There we go, and you can help planting sugar. And we finally have our lumber mill. So you can go fish. I call bullshit, Madrid, I read you're Spain. No, I'm not Spain. I'm the Netherlands. New Amsterdam. Yes, you have to say color, forever the sick gamer. Or sickest gamer, rather. Oh, you don't have to say it, I mean... You can say color if you want, but it's gonna get censored. You can also say any other word in the English language, if you choose. It's completely up to you, really. We can get a dock in one turn, why not? And hey, converted native. I'm not entirely sure what we want to do with him yet. I might actually take new land with him. There we go. And yeah, I might as well have him, actually. That's a good idea, is putting him on, Liberty. I feel like we're not producing enough Liberty. You can go down there. It's time we start expanding. We're kind of late on that. Well, let's get a stockade, because we know how militant people can get. So, Netherlands, have you decided? Yes, we can have cannons now? Thank you, my lord. Don't know why we didn't have that privilege before of your discount cannons. But I would really like more military protection. And get a fort. I want even more defense. Go grab the rum, take it back to Europe. You increase my tax rate? Well, if I say no, I can't sell rum, and rum's almost all my income right now, so I'll accept your tax. And you're giving me a free settlement? Sure. More land for me. There you go, I can settle over here now. Sweet, I can start really getting this thing going. How can you import cotton when cotton in that time is only in Americas? I'm not importing cotton from Europe, although I do have the option right here. When I set it to import like that, that means to import it from my other cities so that I can process or sell it. Hey, buddy. More cannons? Soldier? That's fine. In fact, Mr. Cannon, I'm gonna have you move down there, defend that. Do not found settlement, you're gonna wait there till I have the money. I'll get that cannon in position. More movement on my ships? Yes. In fact, I should get a ship entirely for scouting as soon as I can. More food, abundance of food, good. You can go over there, as we want to make a settlement over there, too. And you can go down there to protect that one. This is good. No. You're still doing that fort. Don't you complain to me about not having tools. I'll buy them. Cannon. Yes! And invade me now, assholes. Okay, let's go ahead and get a wagon train. It'll help us trade with the natives and with ourselves. Oh my god. I glance over the chat. Joker says, my mom accidentally mixed a bar of soap in with tea. Accidentally. Wow! That's amazing! How do you do that? That is a feat! That is a feat! Round of applause! I don't mean to call her stupid, but that is amazing! That is amazing! Oh my god. Joker is saying he'll take pictures if anyone doesn't believe him. This shit's real. Oh my god. I'm so sorry, Joker. I'm sorry this horrible thing had to happen to you. Soap and tea must be the most awful thing. She's the same person who thinks we live in South America because she doesn't know the fucking globe. Oh, right. I remember when you said that once, when she thought you were in South America because you're in the south of the United States. Hey, if there's any credit you can give her, she knows what south is. She knows south is down on the map. I'm sorry, it just sounds like I'm calling her an idiot now. I don't know her well enough to call her an idiot. Okay, are we allowed to take this land now? Can we buy this? Do we have money? Yep. Yeah. We have Fort Orange. And I want stockades immediately. Because I don't know, they could attack at any time, you never know. Oh, the Inca are up there. The Inca are always very peaceful to me. Never had problems with them. New cannon? Sweet. We're really starting to expand. Which is why I'm worried they're gonna think like I'm some kind of horrible scourge. Ooh, that's expensive to hurry a stable because we have to buy the horses for it. Eeh. Where's stable on this list? Whenever it says it's full like that, you can just reselect it and buy it if you need to. Whatever. We need a rum distillery anyway. There we go. Building the stockades at a decent rate. Chat wants pictures. My dad thinks Curtis didn't earn his title. Anyone have a reason why he didn't get it so far? Are you talking about Curtis Axel? Wrestling? Yes, the Dutch Kingdom, 303 years before it existed, is expanding. Well, this is the New Netherlands. So, New Netherlands settled South America, right? Where am I in South America right now? I'm looking at the map across my room. I am... Hold on, I need to, I think I'm like, far east Brazil, like, central eastern Brazil is where I am right now. You know, I need to save my money right now to buy more land from the Tupi. Hi, Sitting Bull. I love the Sioux, they're cool. I'm right here, so... Yeah, we're central, far east Brazil. Hey, what a geek. What a geek. When you were learning about colonial America, this is what the Dutch were like, right? They were taking over South America, and the French were right below them in Brazil, right? Brazil wasn't Portuguese. It was Dutch. New Amsterdam's out of wood. Oh, they're producing wood slightly slower than they're using it? That's fine. Man, the population in New Amsterdam is booming. It's fantastic, because I can send all the extra... population to the other cities that are still developing. Okay, can you settle that now? Oh, they don't even consider that their land. Okay. fine with me. In fact, you can join the city and help it develop. Not much wood here. This is not going to be a production city. They might have to import to help produce. Anything I learned about America was learned from outside of America. That's good. That's good. Oh, it's going to be expensive to hurry that. I'll wait as long as I can before hurrying that, because that's an expensive one. Although I really do want a rum distillery so we can increase our rum output, because that's the majority of the money we're making is booze. Okay, we should set the exports of these cities now. You can export your food every time it's above 20, so you've got a little bit of leeway. And export every trade good you make. What do they make by default? They've got tobacco coming in, so sometime soon I'll have someone start rolling that into cigars. We're not already producing cigars, so that'll be good. The more diverse things we make, the better the European market will be able to handle it, and the more money we'll make out of it. There we go, got a rum distillery, and I want a warehouse so we've got more storage room now that we produce so much out of New Amsterdam. Stockade done, good, that'll help deter them from attacking me. And widespread printing presses is probably a good idea early on to really get the liberty spreading so we can take a lot of land without necessarily having a lot of cities. Another wagon train would be nice, though, to help speed up trade. And also, I would very much like to get some more pioneers so we can start building roads to speed up the wagon trains. So I think that's going to be something I start doing very soon. I collected a little bit of wood. It's going to take a while for you to build that. Warehouse complete. That only took one turn. And we can start working on a rum factory, which not only increases our liberty, because the national pride of we produce our own unique things, but it greatly increases how fast we produce rum. As if we don't already produce a ridiculous amount of rum. We still don't have a church here, actually, and it would help stimulate the immigration if we had a church. A schoolhouse is nice, but it's not really that great until we upgrade it a lot. We don't have a newspaper yet here. How much would it cost us to do the stable? Get a petty criminal and some tools. And we're going to have him be a pioneer. 500, it's worth it. We can start producing our own horses here now. And you're going to join right back into the city, as I'll have you working on the stable very soon. Now, don't we already have a rancher in here somewhere? Oh no, we sent him south. Okay, well, you can start turning some of that extra food and feeding it to the horses to breed horses. We're now producing our own horses, we don't need to get them from Europe. Which is good, because we can use that to make dragoons, which are very good mounted troops, and it's also good selling fodder, because a lot of the natives want horses. Also, dry dock would be nice for more food. And so we can start producing our own ships. No, I don't want Pocahontas. And you can go back to selling. Petty criminal, you're now forced labor as a pioneer. Increased tax rate, yeah, because I'm not willing to give up the rum. And, you know, we don't have any money. I was gonna ask him for more military production, or protection, rather. We're starting to lose a decent amount on the tax now. And he is getting rich off of us because that tax he's getting from us he can put back into his military. I played the old version of this game last night. And had one of my season scouts disappear while uncovering a secret tile, hoping to find gold. Well, we're getting a surprising amount of viewers for this game. And then again, a lot of people over on YouTube really liked when I played this game. I think I'll stream this game a lot more because I really do enjoy this game. I feel like I don't get enough chances to play it. I'm always so busy recording. You're giving me another free settlement? Hell yeah. That's more land for me to settle. In fact, I'm gonna get someone to go over there and settle that very soon. Oh, right, I forgot you guys need more wood. We now have a dry dock. We can make our own privateers, which are very good. They're expensive, but they are pirate ships with a hidden nationality. We could use that to waylay the French right near us and steal their cargo without them knowing it's us. I want to do that really bad. We can also make our own cheaper ships, too, just by using sails. I could make it myself a caravel and have it start exploring the seas. Can make our own shipyard so we can start making the real powerhouse ships. Make our own galleon so we can sell all the treasure we have. We do need a galleon. You know what? I'll take your guys' advice. We can get a church really quick, and it is really useful. I've been waiting too long to do that. I need to do something cool, like, stream this game at least 3 times a week or something until I win a game. Because this game is hard, but it's really fun, and is fair. It's a fair difficulty, if you ask me. Okay, the next time we come up with some extra population, by whatever means, I think I'm going to send it and make another city. Hey, get on a printing press, buddy. Less tools required for buildings is nice. That's very nice, actually. I think I'll take that. It's not exactly a game changer, but I like it. And you can get automated. There we go. We're transporting our goods to the coast to sell a little bit faster. The church is constructed, which means we do have the ability now for that. We're producing rum as fast as we're using it, which is perfect. We're making a lot of extra food. We have so many specialists and things that I don't want to go to waste. I don't want to slow down that. Tough decisions. Well, we need a newspaper. We definitely need a newspaper already. I've been lagging behind too much on that. I'll temporarily sacrifice some liberty for religion. Until I can get myself a good firebrand preacher. Almost had the money for it. They're really expensive, but they're game changers how powerful they can be. 3 firebrand preachers in an English city, and your immigration just skyrockets. We've got a nice little country going here. I'm surprised the natives haven't gone to war with us at all. I kind of want to get some more cannons from the Netherlands, but, anyone not like us right now? Oh, yeah, no one feels we're a threat right now. That's good, that's good. We don't have any, immediate enemies. Yeah, let's get our firebrand preacher. I'd also like an elder statesman soon. They produce liberty very quickly. But we do have higher priorities. The firebrand preacher I'd rather have right now because, now that we're really starting to take a lot of land, I would like to increase the population. Okay, there we go. Religious unrest already set in. Oh, we met the Spanish. San Martin, what did he found? He didn't found? It was either Colombia or Ecuador. Or no. He's Brazil. Wait, did he found Brazil? No. Brazil's Portuguese. Which one did he found? He was a general, and he also founded somewhere. Ecuador is the other guy. No, Colombia's the other guy. This guy's Ecuador. Am I right, chat? Someone Google him. This guy founded Ecuador. Am I right? No, I'm just waiting for the chat to catch up, and then for them to Google it. Jose de San Martin. I don't speak the Spanglish. I'm Canadian. We didn't learn Spanish. We learned French. C'est la vie. Come on, chat. Come on, chat. Come on, chat. Chat? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, did it go down? Did it go down? Uh-oh. Looks like the internet went down or something. Can you guys see everything? I was asking you guys if you could Google this guy. I think he founded Ecuador. He could have founded Colombia, but I think he founded Ecuador. Can you guys Google and confirm? He did, as far as I know, says Joker. Come on! Someone give me a solid answer! You're just gonna stare at this until I get a solid answer. Did he found Ecuador? Yes, he's winking at me. Well, look at that hair and look at those chops. Wouldn't you want him winking at you? Yes! He founded... I was right! Founded Ecuador! I win! I win the internet. No one betted against me, but I win the internet. Oh, free Master Fur Trader, not bad. Oops, meant to take him with me, but whatever. Not a big deal. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know what happened. I think that was on Twitch's end. Apparently, things went down for a while. Yeah, that was weird. I didn't know the Usos are feuding with the Shield, but I'm happy they are. I've been waiting for the Usos to really get in the spotlight for a while. I think they're really good. They're underrated. They're a talented bunch. Okay, you guys are... This is a bad place. All of the... You need to set your exports. That's not a particularly good town. Gotta say. There's not much I can do with it. Okay, looks like the road between those two cities is done. I'm not trading world maps with you guys. You're only saying that because I have the map of, like, all of America. The stream's starting to lag again? It's not on my end, guys, and it looks like my internet's actually fine right now, surprisingly. I think it's on Twitch's end. They've been doing weird maintenance off and on for a while now. I think it's on their side. Keep me updated on if that gets any better or worse, guys. I don't know if you'll still be able to watch or not. Like, if you're not able to watch, I'll save this and stream another time. Because I don't know how bad it is right now. Is that newspaper almost done? Yeah. Just got 2 newspaper stands done at once. That'll really increase our liberty. And I would like a cathedral instead of a church. Really pump out religion now that we're getting into that. Also, it's time we start building some armories around here. Okay, you're asking for a lot of money, buddy. Doesn't deem it necessary. Okay, well, we're sending a lot of colonists out west to make another city. Yes, I want Ben Franklin. Ben Franklin is a great founding father. He gets you a lot of liberty in all of your cities. It's fixed. It's good. Thanks, guys. Okay, we're gonna hold on to our money a little bit, because I have a feeling we're gonna have to pay the Tupi some more. How do they feel about me? They like us for years of peace have strengthened our relations. That's good. You still have wood to spare. Good. You can go ahead and start working for the printing press. That city is not overly productive. I'm gonna have to find some way to fix that up. I'll pay you. New Holland. I always found it funny that a lot of people in countries that are not the Netherlands will sometimes just refer to the Netherlands as Holland and say Dutch people come from Holland. I always thought that was weird. Because Holland is a place in the Netherlands. Ah! That was weird. Okay, I'm gonna save. Hold on. Stream. The game just minimized itself and came back, and I thought it crashed for a second. Will you be up for streaming The Life After this if you have time? Probably not. I'm probably not going to play that one that much, just because, like, I was really getting into it, it seemed really fun, and then you can't trade maps. And, like, that is a deal breaker for me. Like, I can't trade maps, I can't have my friends play it with me, like, I want them to be able to freely come in and out of my camp. I have a camp that's a private one I made underground, and they can't. I have to escort them every time. I can't even have my other characters have the map. So I'm really looking into that Fallout Online 2 one. Apparently that comes out very soon. Like, I think you can get the client on like July 4th, and then a few days later, like on July 6th, it goes live. So I'm really looking at that one to see if they can do it. Yeah, Holland is South Holland and North Holland. Thank you, Diphanus. So I don't get why people call it Holland. Is it just because they don't know the Netherlands, they don't know the name? It's actually kind of funny, because if you ask a lot of people over here, where do Dutch people come from, they can't tell you. Because it's not called, like, Dutchland. Like, with French people come from France. German people come from Germany. Dutch people come from the Netherlands. There is no hint in the name. And they don't even bother to fucking learn. There you go, Holland isn't a place in the Netherlands since 1813. Thank you, Diphanus, for showing the ignorance of general North America. And we're really starting to make some decent money. This is definitely not the best game I've ever had of this, but we're doing good. I cannot afford to lose my rum. The rum trade is so important to me. Fode does have maps, but getting caps is way too easy in Fode. Fallout Online 2 is in a week. So I don't know anything about Fode yet. Is that one any good? Like, for those of you who've been playing it on the forum, I know that Gensai has been testing some of these things. Is it any fun? Like, what are your opinions on it? Okay, get that cathedral going. There we go. Get it finished. I don't believe it gives you more religion upgrading it, but it does give you more slots for it. Oh no, it actually does give you more. Okay, we're producing double the crosses now, which means double the immigration. We also have a lot of horses in reserve now, so we can trade it with natives if they would like. Let's make ourselves a caravel, actually. Let's build our own caravel. And we're really starting to make money. This is great. Mind you, we're 92 turns into the game. We really should have been this productive earlier. We haven't even talked to that tribe yet. I want to see what they want to trade. What, we haven't talked with you either? I don't want to send a cannon there, that might seem aggressive. You know what, can the cannon just talk? I want to see. Because if you can just talk to them, I'd like that. I don't want to attack them. Speak to the chief. You're in need of cigars. I make cigars. You know, I don't make cigars very quickly, and I'd rather sell them, so we'll convert you. Petty criminal? I can make use of you. We'll make you a missionary. You can't talk? Okay. Go back to the city you're defending. Next time we've got a spare guy, we'll have him go over there. Do a printing press. And you can get back to that. Don't emphasize. Eh. NPC economy sucks. Money's too easy to get, and so is experience, for early levels at least. I like Fode's concept, except there are things that need to be fixed. Generalized faction, no base included, 15,000 caps. Yeah, it's seeming like they dumbed it down too much. Like, there's making it user-friendly, like beginner-friendly, and then there's making it incredibly dumb. Like, Fallout Online 2238, one of the biggest problems it had is, like, it's easy to get into for new players who know it, and the wiki was fantastic, but it was not user-friendly to get it functioning. Because out of the box, it was broken in most cases. The big problem with some of the other versions I've seen are that they are so heavily, like, elitist, their fan base, which 2238's fan base was kind of elitist, that no one would help you, and the game didn't teach you at all. I don't know, it seems like there are a lot of ones that are just done wrong. Okay, petty criminal, I'm gonna just have you be a missionary and go convert them. Get that caravel finished. Printing press finished, so now you're getting rebel sentiments. Get an armory going. We really should increase the population over there soon. It looks like they're going to on their own in a moment. They do produce a lot of food. There we go, made our own caravel, now we're going to make our own privateer. And I would like that. Town halls increase liberty, yes. We're going to be getting a lot of liberty now. And I'm just going to have that one explore the seas. You want horses? I can give you that. TLA's elitist Russian fucks that spawn camp places like fucking Vault City. I haven't had that problem too much, but yeah, it happens. There we go. That should be good for horse production. Also, I'm going to have pick up some horses and trade. Want to see what kind of money they're willing to give. Take the horses down there. We've got 73 horses for them. Armory done. Good, you can now make cannons. That's what you're going to be doing for the next long while. Yes! Cheap Elder Statesman and cheap Pioneer. Hardy Pioneer, too. They build faster. There you go. You can produce and collect wood at the same time now. Which is something they've desperately been needing to do for a long time. TLA looks like it's got amazing crafting system. It looks like it could be amazing, except the whole base thing again. It is not built for, like, a new user at all. And that's my main problem with it. It is not new user friendly whatsoever. I'm gonna just automate that guy. See what he does. Better not start, like, cutting down trees. I think I have it turned off where they cut trees. Leavehold improvements, good. And they leave forests, good. What'll you give me? Oh, that's good. Makes you like me more, too. Go back to automated trade. Yes, free production. That is a powerful one. And I'll automate you as well, now that we have all the roads finished up for now. Do we have enough for Galleon yet? Oh, we've had enough for a while. I didn't even realize. Galleons are the ultimate trade vessel, and they can trade the special treasure we've been collecting all game, so I can sell it at full price instead of giving it to the king to split at 50-50. Did someone just declare war? Oh, the Apache just declared war on, the Spanish. Spanish are gonna win. Spanish do bonus damage against natives. This is their specialty. Caravel, just keep exploring. And
Ik wacht op uw orders.
Galleon, you're gonna go back to Europe. For Town Hall, that is a lot of extra religion. Yes, Town Hall upgrades are always amazing. And we've got ourselves a privateer. Get on that rum factory now. That money. No, I'm not going to declare war on your enemies. This privateer, I'm gonna have go waylay the French. Galleon.
Ja. Wat is het plan? Wat moet er gebeuren?
That money. Hey buddy. Hey buddy. Yes. Now we can start getting some real military.
Uw commando.
All of you, load up. Back to Europe. It's 8. Okay, you might as well be there then. And I need rum. Okay, we're starting to really do good. We need to start producing more military, though. And looks like this is their only coastal city. Wow, that's a bad spot for a city. Why did they build there? Armory done. Get on making cannons. Oh, what did you see? No ships? Okay. Keep on sentry. And my battleship can just stay here. Actually, you know what? You can... Right there. You'll be parked right there for defense. Is he cutting the trees?
Deze militair meldt zich.
The fuck are you doing? Automated pioneers will not chop down forests. It's turned on. Automate. That better just be him building a cabin or something. Because I swear to God if that's a glitch. Jerry, what do you think of the new game, Grumps? Love him. I have been a big fan of Danny Sexbang for a long time. I think he's absolutely hilarious. I miss John, yes, but I think he's honestly better than John. He actually pays attention to the game. He's got a great sense of humor. He's got high energy. I love him. As for Steam Train, really bad first episode. Really bad first episode. Second episode, I am huge on Ross, and the episode that came out today for Steam Train I haven't seen yet. I just saw today's Game Grumps. Excuse me, did your ship just go through your city directly to your capital? Yeah, it's kind of like when the English took over New Amsterdam, where we just rammed 3 ships of the line right into their harbor and said, hand it over. Yeah, they were kind of dicks about that. You can... Yeah, printing press. I want a printing press in every city I can have one, because we have all these bonuses to printing presses. There we go. There goes your little caravel. Oh, the French are going to be useless now because they can't trade with Europe. Anyone think I'm threatening to their way of life? Sitting Bull kind of does. Sitting Bull's not near me, I don't think. The Apache aren't huge on me. No one seems to hate me. I do have good defenses. King. Can I get more in one turn? Ooh. Strength. And... You need to be on food. Alright. I hate when they get activated because they spot something on the land. They can't shoot on the land. He did chop it down. That's gotta be a glitch. God damn it, I needed that thing. Okay, don't chop down that one. It's the only wood I've got left over here. Damn. Good, they've got a lodge in there. They're also set to leave old improvements, so hopefully they stick to that one at least. I can settle right here. That's another one of your caravels down. In fact, that one was transporting horses. How many? How many horses is this? 100? Okay, I can sell that. I'll sell that later. Yes, you can build that rum factory. I'm gonna buy it. That's important. Rum is our main export. Drunkards are our main export. Get rolling that tobacco. I want money. Rum factory done. Get a shipyard. Start making Ship of the Line, which is the most powerful battleship in the game. And we will need a lot of those. But an armory first. Yes, you can continue making that cannon. If I say you can. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Buy it. Stockade. And all the free production we get now is fantastic. Construct a cannon, get a fort. I want to really get some defenses now. Send that extra cannon up that way. Quebec, you're not learning. Now they had guns! 30 guns. Mine now. Jesus, Quebec. You really need to learn from your past mistakes. This is the 3rd one of your caravels I've destroyed. And I'll keep in mind, unless they build these themselves, each one of these caravels costs them 1,000 gold to buy from Europe. It's not cheap what they're losing.
Got the orders.
Extra cannon. Extra soldier. And a seasoned scout. Go over there. You can help settle that city. Whoa! Go to Europe! Another promotion? I want more strength. I want to make sure I don't lose a fight. Not much food in this city. Constructed an armory, good. We can now produce our own guns out of tools, I believe it is. Although, once I get the right founding father, I'll be able to produce guns for free out of every armory, which is what I want. And I would also like a magazine, which makes us allows us to get artillery, which is much more powerful than simple cannons. Yeah, Spain has all of North America to themselves, and they've only really settled, like, Newfoundland to Ontario. Where are the Great Lakes on here? Okay, so... right there, south... oh, the Great Lakes are not on it. No Great Lakes? No Great Lakes? No Great Lakes. Great Lakes don't exist. Okay. If the Great Lakes were to exist, and by the way, this is permafrost, it should be, the US border would be roughly here, which means I would live right about here. Here or here. Yeah, this would be about Niagara Falls, and I live about 20 minutes from there. Actually, more like 15. So yeah, I live right here, in Spain. Ooh. Elder Statesman. Get more firebrand preachers. A lot of money, but it's worth it. Yeah, have your ridiculous sum of money that you'll use to buy military to use against me in the future. Man, New Amsterdam's pretty big. Fort Orange is having capacity issues? Oh, yeah, because they're getting wood faster and they can use it. Here we go, this is what I wanted. This is exactly what I wanted. I now get free guns every single turn for having an armory. It is so important.
Wat is het plan? Uw commando?
Statesman, preacher, rancher. I could use all of those, in fact. Where is the rancher? Is there? Do I really need you on that? No, the rum factory does its own good job of that. You can be on... Well, I want a master carpenter there for sure. I want a distiller there. What do I want you on, though, free colonist? Well, I am importing tobacco at a decent rate. I could actually have him rolling tobacco. So I'm producing it right on the coast. Yeah, I think that's probably the best use for him right now. Alright, so we just really upped the production in that city. The rebel sentiment coming out of it is intense how much liberty, and also have crazy religion coming out of it. Stockade done over there. Good. You can get on making an armory. I want to mass produce guns. Yes, I'd like another one of your settlements. It's more land for me. Is it this one? Yeah, they just got rid of that one. I can make a city right... No. Anything over here and it would have to share land, and I don't like doing that. I don't want to share land with another city, because it just means both of them are underproducing. I want to get the most out of my cities. I like the music in this game. Man, 19 views. I don't know how we're supporting a constant wave of fairly high views on this. I didn't think so many people would be into this game. I feel like this game's not a whole big spectator sport, you know? Okay, you. The hell. Lumberjack? Cut wood. Fort done. Good, you've got some proper walls. You can go ahead and get yourself a newspaper. You can go ahead and get yourself a fort. Man, immigration is skyrocketing again. Love it. You! Stop! Okay, I'm at least not cutting wood there. So, it doesn't really matter if he cuts that. We can use it as a marsh, use it for farmland, get more sugar. You still don't see any enemy ships. They must be having a hard time affording it. Now's probably a good time to go to Europe and sell the goods. Yes, you can continue making a cannon, because I said so. And I think now is actually a good time to save for the night. It's getting a little late and there is more stuff I want to do tonight. So let's do this stream Dutch. We'll be continuing this one next time. So, thank you everybody for watching. If you guys are watching live and you haven't seen me before, then check out the description where you can see my link to my YouTube, where I've been doing a video a day for over 2 years now. And if you're watching this on YouTube, check out the description to find the link to my live stream where you can watch this live the next time it airs. Thank you all for watching, and until next time, have a nice day.